Okay, I think I'm live. Let's wait if someone can join. And we'll see. Oh. Hey. Okay. Yesterday I tried to do a live for the first time, and I think that people can hear me and see me, but my screen was frozen or something, so I wasn't able to see or do something on my screen. So if any questions or something comment was there, I was able to see. And the main part why I'm doing today this again the same thing, because I was also wasn't able to save or share live after I finished the live chat. So if someone was on live during my live and saw me, that's great. I'm super happy. But I want to see and keep this copy for myself, and so for people who can join during the live and that can watch later. So I'm doing today again about the same things. I will be talking about my April month, so what I have done, what's going on, and so on. So at least today I think I can do something on my screen. Looks fine to me. That's great. Okay, so because it's my first time, at least I hope it will be recorded and stay for a while on my grid. So I'll introduce myself and then we'll talk about everything else what's going on here. So I'm Natalia Pleshko. I'm a person behind Natalia Yarncraft on Instagram and on my website. I was born in Russia, lived there till almost 25 years old. I celebrate my 25th after I moved to Germany. So in Germany I stayed for about 4 years, and then we moved with my husband to US in 2006. Yeah, and first we were in Seattle, Washington. Then we moved to Knoxville, Tennessee. Then we moved to Boise, Idaho. Then we moved to Chicago area in Illinois. So, and 4 years ago we moved in North Carolina near Charlotte. So we switched different states. All my kids were born in different states. They have all different birth certificates from different states. So this is my moving part. I was knitting and crocheting for many years. So I learned to knit. So my mom showed me how to knit when I was about 8, 9 probably years old. I don't remember exactly. And I didn't pick it up so at that time. And then when I was teenager girl, my mom signed me for a course for knitters. And since then I started counting my years as a knitter. So it's already 30 plus years as I'm knitting, and yeah, designing. It's not like intentional at the beginning that I will be designing or something. it was more like, if I change here something, then maybe I'll do here differently, or I see how it's look, and then I want to do some part of design, but I don't want to do like a completely different way. So this kind of how it's my design skills involved. And so in 2020 I published my first pattern on Ravelry first, and then as I start adding more patterns to my portfolio, I also start publishing them on Lovecraft platform. So just give the option to people. If I know some people have trouble with Ravelry, so I wanna have some extra place to keep my patterns. I didn't have my website at that time, so, and even now I have website, but I didn't. You can't buy directly from the website, so I can show on my website all the patterns, but I direct people so they can buy from Ravelry, or excuse me, I can talk too much. I need hot beverage. So, and yeah, for now I have how many designs published? Maybe 15 or something? I didn't count actually. Anyway, so, and also I do not only knitting, I also do crochet. During my stay in Germany, I learned how to crochet. First I saw people, my friends, how they do, and I liked what they made. So it's like at the beginning for me crocheting was more like old school, like maybe doilies or this kind of stuff, yeah. And then I saw that people can do completely different thing, and they can be so beautiful in crochet. So that's why I start exploring crochet also. And technically I learned by myself, so by looking in books or a picture on a web. It's so at that time it wasn't much YouTube videos, so it mostly was pictures, so like explaining this stitch going this way or something like this. So I learned crocheting, and I like how you can, so not only going by direction, specific direction, or like see patterns, go by pattern, but also how you can freeform actually. For example, if it's much easier, I think, in crocheting, go freeform. If I go this direction, then I add some stitches this way, or I want completely different direction or something. It was nice just to explore the specifics of crocheting. So, and now I have designs in knitting and crocheting, and also I try to incorporate, like, not incorporate, I made some of designs, this similar looking designs in knitting and crocheting. And for example, I have what's the name? A reptile scale scarf that it's used modular knitting techniques, and I have treat and tweed scarves that's also used modular technique, but it's crochet. So for example, if you have friends that one is knitter, one crocheters, and you want to do something similar, here you go. We have two patterns that look similar but use different crafts. So, and here and here you can see my last two patterns that was published. Knit version is the name autumn's draft cowl, and crochet version is arrow striped cowl. I'll take this to show you close. So you see here and here, knit version and crochet version, very similar. Yeah, both patterns have the same chart for the color work. So because crocheting version is my actually last pattern that I published recently, like 5 days ago, so I'll talk about this one. This is color work. You'll be using tapestry style, so that means you will be working with 2 strands of yarn each round, and you will be carrying both strands all the way through the round. So that means if you work with one color number 1, you will be carrying color number 2 behind it, not behind, actually in a crochet it's like a under. So, and as you drop color number 1, you will be picking up color number 2, and so on. So here's how it's look on the right side, and here is wrong side. Very similar. It's completely different way for knitters, yeah, because you need to carry the yarn different way. Here in knit version, here's the right side, and here's the wrong side with lots of floats. So about this cowl, I can wear it and show you. Here's how it's look on me. So it's pretty snug on the neck. That's very cozy, especially on a cold day. Not right now here in North Carolina. I think we already have 80 something degrees. But anyway, for you people who have good winters, yeah, this is nice, warm and cozy. And also little trick here. It's almost, oops, it's almost like a hat. I like things that can be used in different ways. So if you need a cowl that looks also like a hat, you can make a cowl that's circumference. It's about the size of your head. Also here, when you use tapestry crochet, usually it's if you work, the fabric starts rolling, yeah, like for knitters in stockinette, you can just work stockinette, it will be rolling because of the nature of front side of the stitch and how the length of the stitch, or how tall the stitch is from the front and how tall it's from the back, it's different. That's why it starts rolling. The same it's here, because you have extra strand of yarn that you will be carrying, the fabric begin to roll. And to eliminate or to compensate it, I add hem on the bottom. This is top or bottom, whatever, so on both sides. And you can work here like I did in one color and single color, or you can do, for example, stripes, one row and one round in one color, second round in the second color, and so on. It's just up to you, because it will be on the wrong side. So, and it stays nice and flat, no rolling from both sides. So this is my arrow striped cowl. Yeah, I'm not very great with naming things, so sometimes after I find the name for a pattern, I need to remember how was actually the name. So, and you can find the pattern on my Ravelry page. Right now I had trouble last time with love crafts, and I didn't add to love crafts yet. So, but I'll see if they changed that. So it's like page error or something. So I don't know what's going on there right now. So, but eventually I will add also this pattern on love crafts. And you can find direct link in my bios to Linktree, and from the Linktree it's a direct link to a pattern on Ravelry, or you have also just a link to the Ravelry. You can choose other patterns there and so on. I'm also working on my blog post about all my patterns, but it's like I try to start with oldest going toward the newest, but I need some time. It's not like I do this completely all day long, so I need some time here, I need some time there, and if I try to choose what to do, something on a computer or to knit or crochet, I'll usually choosing craft, not computer work. But I'm working on it, and it will be done eventually. So this is my pattern that was published in last day of April. I was thinking to do it like in mid-April, but then lots of other things was going on during this time, and I postponed to the end of the month. So what else was happening during April? I was pretty quiet on Instagram. Not many pictures was showing what I was doing, because I was working on a project that is for third-party publications, and I can show you designs that will be published eventually at some point. So how it's worked? So before I was only publishing by myself, just like putting patterns on Ravelry or Lovecrafts. And a couple months ago I applied to a couple different publications, and one of my ideas was accepted, and I started working toward it. So almost during the month of April I was working on actually two samples for the same publications. I applied first with for one pattern, and then they asked me if I have couple more ideas about different things that I can add, and now I'll have two patterns that will be published in the same publication. That was great, interesting. But anyway, so I was working on samples, and yeah, I can show you because it's a secret before it will be published. And also, so I made samples, I write pattern, 2 patterns. Then I ran quick test with my couple testers, so that's everything is good and good to go to the publisher. And then I decide to make more samples because so last Friday I think I sent these finished samples to the publisher, and I won't get them back. So it's like if I send them, they keep it forever. And I want these samples also for myself to maybe later to show in yarn stores, or just keep for myself like my portfolio. Anyway, so I made 2 more samples, and also first samples that I sent to publishers was in the yarn they provided, and for myself I made in different yarn. And one sample I made in variegated yarn, and first sample was in solid yarn. So I tried to see how different colors can work for this particular pattern. I think it will be interesting to see then on when they published it and put it on Ravelry. You can see in projects, for example, how it's looking solid color, and then I will be editing my project like in variegated, so and people can see how it's work, and if they want to choose different kind of yarn. I find it always helpful to see if it's possible to do variegated versus just solid in different types of patterns. So my April was 2 samples for the publication, 2 patterns for the publication, 2 samples from these patterns for myself. So for now I'm done with this project, and now I'll be waiting when it will be published, but it will be only next year, so we'll see. So what next? I think so. I told you about arrow striped cow. I told you about about third-party publication also. So when you apply for third-party publications for books or for magazines or for yarn company that's asking designers for their designs with yarn companies yarn, so how it's work? Usually they call for submission, and then they put in like, we need this kind of types, for example socks, or we need some shawls, or we need pullovers or something, and they have, for example, mood board with what kind of types or style or color choice or something, and for example what kind of yarn I can choose for this design, and so on. And to apply for this kind of publication, you need to put together your proposal, actually, with pictures of swatches, pictures of sketches of your designs, and description, what's going on, what you think will be here in design and there. So description what you're thinking to make. It take time. It takes time to do this and fill out all these gaps, and especially for a swatch. Sometimes you want to do like square 10 by 10 centimeters or 4 by 4 or whatever. If it's something plain, you just show the simple stitch pattern, yeah. But sometimes you want to show decreasing or increasing parts, or how it's look in in different shapes. For example, I didn't do this. I didn't apply for any garments or like sweaters or something. But for example, some people doing raglan lines. Yeah, they want to show how it's look specifically on raglan lines here and there. So then they will be doing swatches for this kind of types. So, and doing swatches, doing sketches, especially if you are not very good at drawing anyway on a paper and with paper and pencil or on a computer, it can be tricky. So, and last month I also did, I think, 3 proposals for different publications and young companies. I know that 2 already was rejected and 1 still hanging in the air. I don't know if it will be yes or no. So again, I'm doing some work, but I can show you what I'm doing. Because if it will be accepted, so I can show you what's going on here before they publish it. So my April month was mostly secretly secret stuff that I can publish. I can post on Instagram and show what's going on here. But I can show you my next design that will be coming at some point. I finished this shawl. It's a nice, that has pretty simple body, but I think it's very cute border here. Let's make this shawl looks fun and interesting. So I was working on this project, and after I finish the body, I have 1 skein left that I was thinking to use for a border. And as I start making a border, I realized that it won't be enough yarn to complete the border. And yarn was, I bought it in some store that's never will stop selling this specific yarn again. So anyway, then I backed up, ripped off part of the border that I already made, and got back a couple rows in the body and start doing border again. And now I finish it, and even I have some yarn left. Oh, I can show actually to you what kind of yarn is this. This is Soft by Phase Yarns. I don't know, I'm not very familiar with this yarn. It was just a spontaneous purchase. It was in a Tuesday morning store. You know, this, it's like a, you never know what you can find there, yeah. And it's very nice because this is a blend cotton and rayon. So it's like silkiness of softness of the rayon, but it gives some kind of structure that's used from a cotton, and it is kind of variegated, but lightly see some spots and more white, and mostly it's very light blue. So I'm hoping that this week I'll be working on a pattern. I can show you. You see, it's very nice on your shoulders. It stays on your shoulders. Yeah. Oh, let's look on the back. So I'll be working on this pattern, I hope this week, maybe beginning of the next week, and probably end of next week I'll ask for testers. So if you like to test this shawl, let me know. I'm doing my tests on yarn pond, so you can complete if you're not very familiar yet. So you can log in like a tester, and then you can find my name, Natalia Yarncraft, as a designer, and add yourself to my testing pool. And then I'll see who is in the pool and can message these people directly and ask if you wanna test this and this and test before I actually put test for everyone. I think it works this way. I didn't try this testing pool exactly. So I'm still learning some stuff around all testings and so, but I have several amazing testers already that's working with several of my designs, and thank you that you doing this and helping me find sometimes right words, sometimes just typos, sometimes just maybe this way is better, maybe you need to add something here and so. So remember, English is not my native English, so, native language, so it's like sometimes I need a little bit help from native people. Even I can translate directly what I'm thinking, but sometimes you need specifics in some points. It's just language. Okay, so probably test for this shawl will be coming and end of next week. So next week what is our week? Next week looks like April. So okay, maybe Thursday like 12th or Friday 13th, yeah, something like this. But my kids have a soccer tournament on April 14th and 15th, so I'll be completely out of of my crafting journey for 2 days. Anyway, it's life. So I show you yarn for the shawl that I'm working on, but I forgot to show yarn for the cowl that's I showed at the beginning. The cowl is worked with finger weight yarn, and I work with this yarn from Yarn B, pigment and fiber. The colorway is City Girl, but You see, it's a set of 6 balls of and each one is different color, and I work only with 3: light blue, dark blue, and kind of olive or something. So, and if you will looking for this yarn, you will need 2 sets, because you need more than one little ball for each color. So also I was thinking yesterday that maybe you can use all 6 colors from the one set, but probably I need to draw and just sketch this color combination to see if it's work. Just an idea was popping in my head yesterday as I was showing this set of little balls. So, but anyway, you can work any fingering weight yarn for this cowl. Just, you see, you need 3 colors, and between each 2 you need to have good contrast, so that's each one next to other looks, you can see both colors, yeah. For each color you need 155 yards, I think. So if you have just normal 3 skeins of like 100 grams skein of fingered, it will be plenty. Probably you can even make 2 cowls from 3 skeins. So it just because I forgot about yarn to show you. So next project from my April, it's still in full swing, and it's collaboration with other designers. I belong to Design Circle. It's a community for knit and crochet designers. We work, so we we are one community that's helping each other, learning from each other. So we have also guest speakers who can talk about designing or business part of design business, or all kind of stuff. So, and this group, you can find all the info about it on Pattern Design Circle on Instagram. I believe this is the handle. Or you can go to snickerdoodleknits.com. It's Jessica Breeze who organized this design circle, so, and find all the information there. Anyway, so in this design circle we came up with the idea to make a publication with so it will be like a magazine, so with several issues during the time. And several designers jumped to this idea and loved this idea, and so we were looking what we can put in these magazines. One thing is that we can coming up with actual design ideas, yeah. But other thing that to publish it, and especially if you want to do not only digitally but also in print, and if you want it look very professional, like professional modeling, professional photography, and so on, you need money. And to cover upfront some of our expenses, we started a Kickstarter campaign for this magazine. The name of the magazine is In Tandem, and the campaign is already in full swing. We started last Thursday, I think, and right now I can check, and we have 74 bakers, the people who supported already, 76 actually, and it's over 5,000. That's people already pledged. The goal is 30,200 for this campaign, and it will these funds will be mostly for photography, modeling, and some fees and expenses for publishing, taxes, and many other things that need to be done. And with a Kickstarter, this is, they call it all or nothing. So if we reach our goal, which is right now, which is 13,200, we will get the funding. If we're not reaching our goal, we get nothing. So how it's work from supporters perspective. So if you going to Kickstarter campaign page and you pledge, so for example I choose this kind of pledge, the Kickstarter marks it that you will be giving this kind of money, but they deposit money only after the campaign is done. So you don't lose your money. I mean, if we reach our goal, then the money will come to us. If we're not reaching our goal, money stays with you. So that's why we asking for support, and why we're asking people also, if you can support us financially, totally understanding not every people can just spend for someone, and please share on your in your stories or on your feed, on any other place, or just if you go to yarn store near you and saying, okay, I find this idea very great, maybe other people also can support this In Tandem magazine. For right now we focusing on first four issues. 3 will be knit, 1 will be crochet. We decided to split it, just I think it will be easier for people to have different craft and different issues. So first 3 will be autumn, winter, and spring, and crochet will be in the summer. But so because it's only one issue, we try to cover it's more like a spring and summer. And for knitters, issue 3, it will be spring, but also it will be covered more like a spring and summer. So you can find the link to a Kickstarter campaign in my bio, and can go directly to click this link and see what's going on there. So we're working as a team, only designers working on this project. So, and we will be compensated directly from the how will be this magazine selling. Yeah. And what I want to say, yeah, just if you can, please support us, and if you can, please share, as many people know about this idea, and it's many more people can chip in, so it will be great. And we are super excited about this. So because, for example, if you're a designer and you don't have many followers, or your audience is not so big, you just can't do it only by yourself. You need also support by others to make it happen. So to reach out more people, and that's why this collaboration, that's why I joined this design circle, and I was super excited. That's when idea about this publication came. So I can reach more people, and other designers also can reach more people, and we working together, and again helping each other, because from the idea, oh, we can do something together and publish something here, yeah, and to go and finish this idea, actually make it happen, it's very pretty long jump, yeah, and you need to go step by step to reach this goal, and sometimes you just can't find out by yourself how to jump to the next step. But if you have supporter, you have friends and designers that can help you, you can reach next step and the next step and the next step. So super excited about this, and hope that we reach our goal and this magazine happen. So again, Kickstarter, link to the Kickstarter. Oh, I didn't talk about different tiers also. So when you go to the Kickstarter campaign, you see you can pledge different amount. You can start as low as $6 and go on up. For example, if you pledge a specific amount, you can get one digital issues, or you can get one printed issue, or you can combine and choose 4 like a year, complete year, or I think it's also one for only 3 neat issues. So different tiers you can choose. Plus also we have so-called ads-on, I think. Where is this? Oops. Yeah. For example, if you can find a tier that's complete, you want something extra, you go to ads on and choose, for example, one additional issue. Or also we have handbags and tutoring and some extra printed issues and so on. So you can all see all these tiers and ads on a Kickstarter page. Everything is pretty clear there for you. And if you say, okay, I want to support you, but I don't want any stuff or something, you just can do pledge without reward. So just you say, I give you $10, just go with it. So just like this. I think it's, yeah, pretty simple on Kickstarter. So what you can do, what you can choose, and so on. Just look and you will see what we're offering, and also it's fun to see all designers there, what they're saying about the publication, how they're excited, what they think need to be done, and so on. It's sometimes it's lots of info. Oh yeah, we have also mood boards for each of the 4. So it's lots of stuff there, but I think it's interesting to read and just see what's going on, and just involved in this project. And you see, I think after you pledge something, you will be added to a Discord. It's a platform like to chat and see what's going on with publication, on what stage we are, and so like behind the scene stuff. Yeah, so it's big project for many people that's working on this project, and Kickstarter will be running till end of May, till May 30. I think I said everything about it, but maybe I forgot something. If my designer friend will watch this replay and can add some extra stuff in the comments, just, yeah, please do. So, just, I think that's it for today. So I talk about my April month, what's going on, and just a little bit about plans that I'll be doing. And yeah, and after I'll be done with pattern writing for a shawl, this blue shawl. By the way, I have no idea about name yet. So if you see this beauty and some names spark in your head, so just let me know what you think, how we can name this. I hope that today I can finally save this live and add and share this, because yesterday was completely different view and completely different what was going on there. So something was wrong with Instagram yesterday, but at least looks to me today it's fine. And so I'm saying bye to you, and probably I'll be doing this like regularly, like every month, like saying what was done, what I think too will be doing next. So it's kind of recap. Yeah. Okay, my friends. Then bye. See you soon.